Hi there. Just doing some reflecting today on grief and, events that we can deem traumatic, or maybe they're not traumatic to us in a moment, but sometimes we have reactions that kick in to dealing with situations where, if you're like me and you've taken a lot of CPR first aid training and someone needs help, medical attention, and you know what you have to do to help them in that moment, that kind of kicks in and takes over, and you might not even think how awful a certain situation is until a few months later, that, oh yeah, that was really tough. That was really tough to see. It was really tough to go through, and the sadness will hit you. And that's okay. It's okay if it doesn't bother you right away. It's okay if something doesn't make you feel sad right away. We have these mechanisms for a reason. We have these trainings for a reason, because we are here to experience things, and sometimes, we're not going to feel something right away. But when you give yourself some space and some time to sit down and to reflect on something, then you might go, oh yeah, I'm really sad about that. That was a sad situation to come upon someone like that, or that was a hard thing to do. And then it's okay to take a few moments to kind of grieve for it, or feel sad about it, or even angry, whatever it is that the emotion comes up. There's no timeline for dealing with your emotions. It's not bad if you don't feel something at first. And sometimes when people come to work with me, they will say, well, I didn't feel this when this happened. Why am I feeling it now? Well, because it's a delayed reaction to something. Maybe you just felt triggered now in the moment, whereas you didn't before. And there's nothing wrong with that. There really isn't. There's no timeline, like I said, for feeling certain emotions. There's no timeline for dealing with things. And if you felt okay about something and then you don't feel okay about something, you just want to make sure that you're not telling yourself a story. Or maybe it's triggering something deeper in you at a later time, that now is the time for you to deal with it. So there's no timeline when it comes to dealing with our life events, because we are human beings, and yes, there's linear time, but all of these energies and all of these emotions, these are not linear things. Our healing happens like all over the place, and huge curves, and sometimes we just don't know when we're ready to deal with something, or to let something go, or to look at it in a different way. And everybody's different, and each individual needs to deal with things the way that they can, in the best way that they can, all the time. So, don't be hard on yourself if one day you're okay with something and then the next day you have a different emotion that comes up about it. You're meant to feel different things at different times about the same event or similar events. It's okay, because that's what we're here to experience. And if you find that you need help in dealing with those things, then make sure that you reach out to someone who can help you do that.